Holmes just got a case of perfumes. In order to test the perfumes, he has to go all the way back to Baker Street. Where's Baker Street? Here, the bookstore. The bookstore, Barnes's bookstore. Here we are, and all of a sudden, it's the middle of the day and not nighttime anymore. How did that happen? Huh. Odd. Actually, wait, did Holmes completely change outfits as well? Let's check. He was just wearing... Oh yeah, he was totally wearing something else just now. Guess he decided to change his clothes along the way to the bookstore.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Are you the new bookseller in the neighborhood?
Yes, my name is Barnes. You're one of my first visitors. Welcome. What are you looking for?
I need to find... I need to find some perfume information?
I'm looking for work that can help me identify perfumes, a book that deals with vegetation and its possible uses in the domain, for example.
I would recommend the Encyclopedia Spartica about vegetation. It consists of a reference on the matter. This book is the most complete that there is.
Fine, I will take it.
But it's just that, I have no idea where it is. Would you believe that my predecessor classified works by their acquisition date? Nowadays, we advocate a thematic classification. However, I am getting down to the task. You aren't looking for anything concerning the history of the scripts. I'm fascinated by the subject, and I already have numerous books on the topic.
It is no doubt very interesting, but I need this book Spartica without further delay.
Fine. I will try to find the acquisition date of this encyclopedia, Mr.
Holmes, Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, fantastic. You are the man for the job. Perhaps you could try to find the missing dates. That will buy you some time.
What are the dates?
There are some dates missing?
Yes, I forgot to mention that detail. The dates were written on cardstock attached to the columns, and there was one date per section. As one goes along, you will see there is no specific order, and certain are missing. I remade the labels, but I don't know where to put them. They're there on the counter.
Are there any other details to know?
The proprietor inscribed a date every 2 years since his arrival in 1864, up until now, that is 1888. He left a note regarding his method of shelving, but I didn't understand a word. I do believe, in fact, that he was a bit mad.
Thanks, Barnes.
Well, I will see.
Barnes the bookseller appears in other Sherlock Holmes games. So here we have to have different ending numbers. You can't have 86 and 66 together. That doesn't make sense. And then 454, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna grab this and we're gonna start solving this puzzle. So I think the easy one to start with is maybe this one, because it's got a 6, a 4, and an 8, which means the other two have to be a 2 and a 0, right? A 2 and a 0. So we know 82 and 70 have to go there. Absolutely. Right? So let's say 70 here. And then 82 here. Actually, wait, that's only one hole? Okay, that's a hole for only one. Okay, never mind. So this is the one that has 2 holes in it. So this has to be a 6 and an 8 in some order, right? Because we already have a 2, a 4, and a 0 taken. So it's got to be the 6 and the 8 there. So let's see, 6 there. And then the 8 there, perhaps. Let's see, I think 82 is gonna go. Let's see, where does the 82 go? So it could go there. Or it could go there. Okay, what about the 70? Well, the 70 could go there. Or it could go there. This is a guessing game, isn't it? No, it's not. Because we have that final clue. We had that final clue, the one I didn't understand, and now Holmes is in a corner. Holmes, get out of the corner. There we go. The game will let you know if you get the solution correct, so I hope I do. And I did not. Okay, so let's try swapping these two. pretty sure I got those 2 correct at least. Okay, so what? I've already forgotten which one I put in the spot. So 1870 there, and then 82 there. Yeah, that was it.
There, Mr. Barnes, the labels are in their correct places. That should facilitate your classification. Have you found my book?
Yes, what luck it was to meet you. It was acquired in 1882.
I will look for it. Thank you very much. I would suggest that you organize your books quickly. I am in the habit of visiting my local bookstore at least once a week.
You are right, Mr. Holmes.
What a strange line of dialogue. It's like, hey, I visit this bookstore once a week. You're right! Like, how would he know that? This is clearly the first time that Holmes has been to this bookstore and he has not met Barnes before. Otherwise, Barnes wouldn't have felt the need to introduce himself and talk about his predecessor. Whatever! We've got the information from the Spartaker Encyclopedia, so now we can test it. Now we can test those
This encyclopedia
perfumes.
on plants and spices is just what I need to analyze these so-called perfumes. Let's return to Baker Street.
Guess what? It's gonna be puzzle! Oh yeah! It's another puzzle. Alright, back to London here, Baker Street.
I will need my work table.
That would be this table over here. I think it's this table over here. Come on, Holmes. Holmes, please. There we go. This work table over
I
here.
need something.
He needs the perfumes, I believe. So grab the perfumes and use them on the table.
Let's get to work. I must analyze these perfumes.
This is rather difficult. So first we take a sample of a perfume, and then we check it. So let's see.
These shapes represent the smells at my disposal.
It's got to be this green, and then this slightly taller one, and this not as tall one.
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
So that was the easy one. This one's a bit more difficult. Okay, so this is going to be fog musk, which is dog musk. Sorry, dog musk. Ew, dog scent. Really? Why would you want that? No, that doesn't look right. So what things do I use to recreate that shape?
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
Hey, I got that one really easy. Okay, now this one. So it's got to be like this tiny one, right? Is that... Please be correct? And then 2 tall ones. This one twice.
Elementary.
Woo!
Fine. I have to go to the brothel.
Okay. Wow, that went way more easily than I was expecting. I was expecting to spend like 5 minutes on that puzzle. Okay.
Fine. I have to go to the brothel.
Guess I'm a genius detective, just like Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so we were analyzing these perfumes because that way Miss Bella will tell us about Squibby. We need to know if Squibby's at the police station. So here we go, Miss Bella. Where's the perfume? Here's the perfume, okay? Here's your perfume.
So, my dear man, have you reached a verdict?
I have distinguished the good perfumes from the bad, but even the good ones are nothing more than common sense for adolescents.
Who cares? It'll freshen up a few of my girls. Wait, there's a perfume here called Valerian. What is it?
It's not really a perfume, technically speaking, unless you like cats. It's more of a kind of medicine.
It smells strange. I don't really like it. Here, I can give it to you. And I have some information. Squibby is most assuredly locked up at the police station hereabouts. It would also seem that he's the one who doesn't want to come out.
Interesting. And what do you know about Danny?
Do you know someone by the name of Danny?
Danny? Big Danny, Nutcracker? Ha! The one who hates cats.
That's the one.
She's dangerous, a real cyclone. So beware. And her appearance. She claims to adore perfumes. She'd need this whole box to smell sweet.
I doubt it'll take much to make Danny cooperate, perhaps by offering her a little gift. Let's go to the police station.
I'm not sure we need to go to the police station, but if Holmes says we do, then maybe we do. I think we have to solve a puzzle with the cat stuff, right? Because we just got, well, we got a cat in the previous video, and we just got cat perfume, which I believe we're going to give to Danny.
I have to find out how many policemen...
Okay, how many policemen? That's what we're looking for now?
I have to find out how many policemen are still in the station. There's no point continuing if there are too many.
I thought there was only one policeman in the station. I don't know where Holmes is getting the idea that there's lots of policemen there. Anyway, let's give the cat perfume to Danny.
Do you remember me? Would you be kind enough to help me by telling me how many policemen are inside in exchange for this bottle of perfume?
This is Perfume. He's got a funny look on his face. Me, I want a pretty bottle with a button so that I can spray it all over myself. Got it?
Got it. Okay, so we take the nozzle here and we use it with the perfume puffer. That gives us an atomizer. Let's put it on the perfume. Now we have a working thing of perfume.
Do you remember me?
There ain't much in the station. It was pretty busy, but now there's only one constable, dearie.
There we are. Now Danny has been sprayed with valerian, a scent that's irresistible to cats. I must create a diversion in the street to make the policemen come out, but I need some cats. Lots of cats. To the pet shop. I must go to the pet shop.
Alright, to the pet shop it is. We need to find all the cats we can. Pet shop was here. Oh! It's those boys, the Baker Street Irregulars.
Hey, look! It's Mr. Detective. It's...
Shh, I'm undercover on a special mission. Don't blow my cover.
Aye, aye, Captain. We won't let it slip.
Now, what are you doing in this area at such an hour? You're far from home, aren't you?
We've come to give Pounce a hand. About his cat, you know. Downstairs round is a nasty old lady Big Danny lives. She threatens to kill Pounce's cat, 'cause she's allergic, or so she says. And it makes her cough and vomit just by seeing one.
Allergic.
Oh, that's it. She stoned Pounce and his cat yesterday, and the poor thing took off and hasn't been seen again. We've been looking for it, but nothing.
That is really mean of Danny, that's the woman we were just talking to throw rocks at a small child and his cat.
Does that cat there belong to Pounce?
Bert! That's my Bertie!
Be careful, he is injured. Let's take him to the pet shop. We might be able to take care of him.
Wait, the cat is injured?
Let's go to the pet shop, children.
We've been carrying an injured cat around this whole time? Really? It's been like an hour. What, Holmes, why weren't you taking care of that cat immediately? And the pet shop is over here.
If you all go in at once, you'll scare the animals. Pounce, come with me. Everyone else, stay here.
So the pet store owner should be able to help our poor little cat.
What can I do for you?
I have come to return your mask.
Ah, thank you. If you need something else, do not hesitate.
May I present young Pounce and his cat, Bert. Poor Bert, he's been injured.
It's Big Danny who threw a cobblestone at him.
Big Danny? Danny the Jaw? The terror of the Highlands?
Oi, that's her, mister.
Yep, that's the one.
You know this lady?
Lady is not the appropriate word. Fury, more likely. Danny is a night worker. Before that, she performed in a circus where she fought against men for a penny a round. It was said that she never lost a fight.
Is there anything you can do for poor Bert?
I don't know. This cat seems to be in a sorry state. I have a book on cats over there. Can you find it while I look at its wound?
Yes.
Sure, I'll definitely do that. So the book is over somewhere. I don't know why there's a raccoon here. Do raccoons make pets normally? Aha! So here is our page. It is about this cute little kitty. That is a very cute cat. I like it.
Aha! This must be the cat book Abraham needs.
Let's see, do I have to use the book on him? No, I do not, because the book is not in my inventory. I will just automatically give it to him.
What can I do for you?
Here is the book on cats.
Thank you, my man. I will see what I can do for this cat.
So, how is Bert doing?
He'll pull through. But he must eat, and I have no food for him here. We will need to find him some.
And where can we get some cat food?
We must find Hardiman. He sells meat for cats. It's around this time when he passes the end of the road. You might be in luck. You'll hear him from far away. He was always calling beep, beep.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Solomonovich. So, Pounds, shall we look for the cat food seller? Poor Bert has to be fed, and I might have some work for you and your friends.
Excellent! So the cat seller is just... The cat food seller is just down the area. There he is, there he is. You can see him right here.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep.
Beep beep.
Good evening, sir.
How do? A little kebab for the cat? These little brats can't possibly all be yours.
Pardon? Oh, no, none of them.
Ah, children, they're our pride and joy. And yet...
That was an odd conversation. I'm just going to insult these children I see standing around you. Yeah. Dude, just get me some food.
Do cats really like kebabs?
they adore them. How many would you like?
I'll take the lot.
I beg your pardon, sir?
How much for the lot?
For £2, they're all yours, my lord.
It's a deal. Listen up, my little soldiers. You need to find all the cats in Whitechapel and lead them towards the police station. You'll be armed with delicious kebabs to entice them. Go, as quick as you can now. If my calculations are correct, the cats will be seduced by Danny's odor and will throw themselves on her. That should cause enough of a commotion to get the policeman to come out onto the street. Come on now, children. Let the cats alone.
But what's all this racket? Calm down. Come on, out. And make those cats shut up.
Well now, let's see what I can do about Squibby.
All right, so a lot of work.
I shall leave Bluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it.
A lot of work to get inside the police station. I still think this is all rather silly because Holmes is on a first-name basis with that particular constable.
I shall leave Bluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it.
Especially because he's got stolen goods. Like, Holmes could have walked in and said, hey, guess what? I found these stolen goods. And that should have been enough of a distraction. I think that by itself would have been enough of a distraction for Holmes to walk into the back room.
This must be the door that leads to the cells.
Unfortunately, it's locked, and we have a puzzle, so... Let's see, you have to move it to the left. And then I think you move it to the right. And then left again. This is another puzzle which could use an explanation. Oh, got it! Just move it left and right until the door opens. I think that's the solution. And here he is! There's Squibby, everyone! We finally found Squibby. Squibby. Hello, Squibs.
And who are you?
I've come to talk to you about Tumblety.
So you're here to kill me, are you?
Absolutely not. I've come on behalf of someone you know who told me you have some explosive news about this American. In exchange, he has settled your bill on the kayaks.
You ain't no street person, you. You're a bobby, trying to wind me up, aren't you?
Not at all. Will you agree to talk?
Not a chance. I'll give nothing away for nothing. I don't have to follow Bluto's orders. I'm in it up to my neck, and the bobbies won't agree to keep me locked up here for the rest of my life.
You mean to say that you are here of your own accord?
Damn right. Only death awaits me out there. I was almost lynched because I was blamed for the murder of those poor girls who were chopped up like animals. The police put me here for my own safety. That's when this journalist showed up.
So, if Holmes had just walked in and talked to the police officer, all of this could have been avoided, because I feel like the Constable Humphreys would have told him right away, oh no, yeah, we've got Squibby here. He's here for his own protection.
A journalist?
I socked him once for disrespecting me down at the pub. He said I'd pay for it one day, and that day came. He said he was going to squeal to the papers about me. With my description and my tattoos and all, I was arrested at the same time the police said they'd caught the Whitechapel killer. While waiting to write the article, he started the rumour. Now the streets ain't safe for me no more.
I understand. Listen, if I find this journalist and make him promise to not write a word about you, and if I also agree to pay for you to get out of London, will you tell me everything you know about Tumblety?
You sure know how to speak to ruffians, don't you? You got yourself a deal.
What's the name of this journalist?
Bulling. Tom Bulling.
Tom Bulling? That name sounds familiar. That wouldn't be the journalist that Watson met at the Wasp's Nest.
Huh?
Ah, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Yes, it is that particular journalist. So we need to find that journalist and get him to be nice to Squibby, and then we'll finally learn about Tumblety.
Well, I'll be going, Squibby.
You're right. It ain't healthy here. Hey, but what are you up to here, you? Off with you, and make it quick before I take you in.
Let's go to the Wasp's Nest.
Oh boy. Oh, right. I really hope this Dr. Tumblety is worth all the effort we've put into finding him.
Let's go to the Wasp's Nest.
We're here at the Wasp's Nest.
No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous. Let's return to Baker Street to change.
Later.
Good evening. There'll be a nice tip in it for you if you can tell me if you recently saw a journalist here.
Yes, sir. A damn nuisance, that man. And a real cad. He cursed me out something fierce for staining a book that he put down, even though it was him who was shaking so much that he soiled it with a whole lot of ale.
So what is this book?
He was reading a book?
Bah, not a real book. A halfpenny rag. He put it down on the ground, and I put it in the paper bin for the stove. It should still be there if it weren't already put in the fire.
Goodbye, miss.
At your service, me lord.
So this is going to be our clue about Tom, is he was reading a book right over here. Let's grab it. It is the Boys' Standard. Spring-Heeled Jack, the Terror of London. Interesting choice of reading.
Spring-Heeled Jack, a fantastical character that terrorizes the population of London. This journalist has some far from cheerful reading.
Yes, it's not cheerful at all. Okay, so let's talk to the bartender then.
Evening. A pint for me and have one for yourself. I'm looking for a journalist, a good client of yours. Goes by the name of Bulling. Ring any bells?
Haven't seen him for a day or two. He must be sleeping it off somewhere. Where to hide from the landlord when you owe some serious bread?
What paper does he work for?
I don't know, but I can't believe that he works at his rag, because he's always round the pub scribbling his useless papers. The last time I seen him, he spent a whole day at that table drinking and scratching away from morning till night. He finished by celebrating, and without the help of a rich chap, he would have fleeced me of a guinea.
Well, that was Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson paid his tab, right?
Thank you, my friend.
That's nothing.
I don't think I'll open this door, but let's see what happens when I try.
No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous.
I thought you changed out of your disguise. Well, I mean, I guess it's possible that Bluto will see through your disguise. And what's this?
Some paper, ink stains. This must be the table where Bulling writes his copy.
Definitely. So is there anything else in this area? I don't think there is. Let's see. Can I talk to her about anything new?
Yes, sir.
No, and now she's just going to be walking into me. That seems painful. Seems like it would hurt. She's probably hitting him on the shoulder with
Let's return to Baker Street. Tom Bulling isn't here, but the Baker Street irregulars should be able to track him down. Perhaps Watson will have something to tell me in the morning.
Yes, with that plate, she's probably hurting him. So, hey, guess what? We're done with that segment. And the next segment, we're going to be going through Dr. Watson's stuff. Because Dr. Watson, you might remember, he was at the London hospital. He found out somebody's been stealing bodies. Let's follow up on that.
Up at last, Holmes. Were you able to get anything from that crook at the Wasp's Nest yesterday?
Not yet, but I am working on it. And yourself, Watson, what were you able to find out from your colleague about the sale of second-hand female parts?
Holmes? Well, actually...
Let it be, Watson. It was tiring, no doubt.
Well, as soon as I mentioned the possible existence of a black market dealing in human parts, everyone in the hospital became very tense. This silence, therefore, tells us more than anything else at this point.
However, I have trouble believing that such a peculiar dealing as that involving Annie Chapman's uterus could have gone unnoticed in the medical community, if that is indeed what happened.
That's my opinion, as well as that of my old university colleague. He maintains that any form of organ trafficking would be impossible, not to mention unnecessary. However, he did tell me something rather troubling. The unexplained disappearance of several corpses from the hospital morgue. He has allowed me to investigate, provided I do so discreetly, and here is what I found, concealed in what appeared to be a secret letterbox.
Interesting, an encoded message.
Indeed, and look, the symbol of a certain well-known Spartaca encyclopedia is printed on it. Perhaps it will help in deciphering the letter.
Thank you, Watson. Are you going out again?
I promised a new patient, Captain Stenick, I'd go round to examine him. He lives nearby. I may be back before you've had a chance to decipher this mysterious message.
I can decipher this pretty quickly. Let's go.
There is nothing more to do here.
Oh, not there. Let's see. Well, where is the encoded letters? So do I use it on my table?
Good. Let's decipher the encoded words in the message that Watson found at the London hospital.
So we need to get the Encyclopedia Spartaca stuff. So it's going to be this one and this one. Both those documents. And that gives us these letters. It tells us what these letters are. So 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, and so on. It's done in Roman numerals to make it difficult. And to make it extra difficult, you can only see the top half of any number. Well, this one has to be A, right? A has to be here. Yes, and then XIV, that's N, that's right here. We see the X and the V look very similar, but you see the two X's, they touch with an X, but with a V, they do not touch. So with this one, that's a V, because those two lines are not touching. So let's see, these lines are touching, so it's XXIII. So XXIII is W. And then... No, delivery is this word. This word's delivery. D-I-L... I know one of these words is delivery. Oh, I think this word is woman. W blank blank A-N. It's woman, right? So let's finish with delivery. delivery, and then this is a location. Wharfdale, I think? Yeah, Wharfdale. Woman delivery Wharfdale. New... Oh, man. Command. It's gotta be command. And then XIX. XIX has to be S. And then XXI is U. I think. And then this is B. SUB. And then V. No, that's an X. And then XX is T. New command subject woman delivery Wharfdale. We did it!
Elementary.
We did it. Hooray! We decoded the message.